guys, I always think, like, I'm so excited for my honeymoon. Not probably what you think, but like, I'm so excited to just go explore. Exploring with Allie feels like I'm exploring with myself. Like, I genuinely feel like that. You enjoyed the TikTok today? Yeah. Have I decided where to go? I thought you'd say you have a wife. It's literally like, I'm excited because when I go with Allie places, I feel like I'm traveling with myself almost. And so I always think it's fun because, like, I literally feel like I'm traveling with myself. And when I feel like I'm traveling with myself, I don't, like this, you feel like you're like, well, I gotta make sure that everybody's having fun, right? Everybody that's here with me is having fun. With Allie, I don't really have to wonder if she's having fun. I like check on her and be like, hey, you good? Like, if she's feeling like energies wise. But other than that, it's mostly like I do things that I like to have fun with, and she just enjoys it. It's the best feeling ever. That is the best feeling ever. Oh, we're both in tune. It's not work. You can just enjoy the vacation. Tina, yeah. That's the best feeling in the world. Who wants to work while on vacation? Like, those times where you're in with people and it's like you're working because for some reason you feel like you have to entertain everybody. Who wants to go on a vacation and entertain everybody? I should go to New York for a vacation or for a honeymoon? How is Allie, and when is the rest of the TikToks coming? The TikToks are coming tomorrow. We have more coming tomorrow.
There's only one song.
It seriously is.
They may try and sell you.
It seriously is so much work. Part of me feels like for our honeymoon, I want to part of me feels like I want to I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh. Part of me feels like I want to document it. Like, not in the ways we used to, but have our phones and take photos and little things like that and make a couple videos or something. But then part of me feels like I just want to disappear for a second. You know what I mean? Yeah, anything we take, save it. Disconnect on your honeymoon and just enjoy your time together, maybe in Paris, Italy, or Greece. Kimmy, that's what I'm considering for sure. What is my opinion on Diddy? I have no idea. I've heard something about a lot of 1,000 bottles of baby oil or something, but I have no idea anything else. I don't if I'm gonna spend brain power on things, it's not going to be what some random person is doing. Every little bit of time that I spend on something else like that is just pushing me back or stalling me from becoming a better version of myself. What is the toughest lesson you've learned? For one, learning how to be led was probably one of the toughest. Learning how to be led. Because it wasn't just like I was a full-grown man, 20-something years old, and I had to learn how to let somebody else lead me. I had ideas, I had ambitions, I had energy, I had knowledge, but submitting to a boss when I worked at the company I worked at, was tough learning how to do that. But that was probably one of the biggest ones. But I did it. We did it. Being your own boss is a blessing you don't fully realize until you work for somebody else. I know, Dee. I know. As soon as we started doing like all the TikToks and getting like those different things, it was more so like now the struggles that you usually ran into of like you had to do a good job. Now it was like, no, I have to do a good job, because if I don't, this is not going to last long. What is my biggest advice for heartbreak? My biggest advice for heartbreak. Don't stop yourself from grieving it. If you stop yourself from grieving it, you prolong the process of healing and getting out of it. Once you understand that sometimes you just have to go through it, the quickest way from A to Z is going through and not around. I realized that pretty quickly, like growing up, and it was interesting. It was really interesting. You just needed to be like, all right, I'm gonna have a cry. I'm gonna have a cry in the shower. I'm gonna have a cry walking around outside. I'm just gonna allow myself to do it. Because if you think about what real strength would be, have I told you real strength is me running away from the fight? You'd be like, and exactly who told you that? You know what I mean? You'd be like, who the heck told you that? No. Actually fighting is strength. Having the courage to face it is strength. And so, with those things, that's why the Bible says there's a time to mourn. Which means it needs to happen at some point for your body to fully be able to function. If you leave emotions out, if you leave certain parts of the DNA, certain parts of the process out, things don't function properly. It's all about the process. The interesting thing about this is God did not design us to function on half of the plan. He did not design us to function on half the plan. He made a plan, and we need all the details. We need all the parts. So to function on the full plan, you need all of your emotions. You need to be able to do them. Guys, this has been a very, very special night. I realize I say that all the time. I feel like my words lose power so much because I say it so much. But I genuinely appreciate, like, everybody's like, I was walking out of the house and Connor was like, "You're really going to McDonald's?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Dang." And I was like, "Dude, it's just a little drive down the road. It's nothing. It's not a huge deal. Why not?" And like everybody else, Micah said, "You're really streaming out of McDonald's?" Yeah. I think just because when you love the process, I love the process of everything. I do. I love the process of this. I love coming and talking to you. I love the process. Yeah, put work into important relationships. That's for sure. What has Allie taught me the most? Allie's taught me the most about work ethic. The girl's a brilliant worker. She's amazing. She's helped me with my cleanliness, because I tend to get, my projects and things, I tend to get really messy with my room and everything, so she helps keep me in line with that. That's probably the number one thing she does. And she helps me, she helps me a lot to make little things a lot more fun. I didn't know little things could be that fun. And she makes everything a lot of fun.